Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Holy shoot. That internet just got really bad. My lord. It worked fine before. My lord. Alright, so anyway, we see what we can do with it, making the most out of it. Hopefully. Somehow, right? I might have to switch. Let's see. Let's get this sorted right from the beginning. What do you say? Hello everyone, by the way. Hello. How are you doing? It's good to see you all. All of the 3,000 people already here. And one of them being Phoenixer and Entropic and Nathadriel. Hello, hello. Hafutsuri. Hi, good to see you. Baldoroni. Hello. Hello. D and Disco. Hi, good to see you. Let me quickly try to see what happens if I switch. So the stream might shortly disconnect, but I'm trying my best to figure out what the hell happened in the last 5 seconds. Hey, 31 months. Tier 2. Jeez. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to switch quickly. If the stream disconnects, don't worry, I'll be back in a second. Okay. Refresh. And we should be good, because this looks better. Better. Alright. So. Yeah, much better. I like that better. Alright, so let's do this again. Hello! Hi! Welcome everyone. Sorry for the for the rocky start. We have finished Horizon Forbidden West. We have finished the base game. And we are now heading to the Burning Shores. Interestingly enough, for all of you out there who are interested, don't worry if you start the game, because the DLC will start automatically after the base game. Just saying. So there are no quests like there are in Horizon Zero Dawn that open it up. No, it is after the base game. Okay. So, without further ado, I don't have enough blast paste. Whatever blast paste is. Where do I get blast paste? Alright. Meet silence at Tilda's mansion. Where is Tilda's mansion? Here. Can I go there? Oh, I can. Ooh, perfect. So, how you all doing? How has your day been so far? How's Thursday treating you? Hopefully it treats you well, as you deserve. Okay. Oh, that away. And this DLC isn't as long, so we should, well, we are doing as much as we want to, right? And it should be this stream and tomorrow, and then we are switching to other games. And if you not want to know what games I'm talking about, then that might help. The coming up next channel. Okay, let's see. There he is.
So this is where Tilda tried to reel you in. What was her proposal? That together you could save the planet? Just as your precious genetic mother always wanted? I believe the old ones called that a bait and switch. Luring you with the promise of a vibrant new world, when in reality, it's doomed to be cracked open by nemesis and scoured of life.
If you're trying to get a rise out of me about Tilda, it's not gonna work. And if you really believed we have no future, you wouldn't be here.
And perhaps I'm just waiting to see if you can once again achieve the impossible. Speaking of which, my preparations for Nemesis have revealed a new problem. I've been searching the remains of the Zenith base for any data that could help us. In doing so, I discovered that 13 of our spacefaring friends descended to Earth from the Odyssey.
But we only found 12 corpses total, including Verbena at the biotech lab.
Your math is impressive as always, but yes, it appears that one got away. His name is Walter Landra. In the 21st century, he was an aerospace magnate, but also a bit of a celebrity.
Huh?
I'm sure I don't have to tell you that he's far too dangerous to be allowed to roam free. You need to find him and deal with him.
You said you've been searching through the Zenith base. Did you find anything that can help against Nemesis?
Well, I believe our best option is to unearth powerful technologies, from the Zeniths, the ancient past, or both. And with such knowledge in hand, we might be able to build a weapon to hurt Nemesis in a way that it can't currently anticipate.
Surprise attack? I like it.
Don't get your hopes up. I found a few leads, but nothing concrete. It will be a long search, I fear.
Well, first things first, we have to ban these stupid bots, right? Refresh, Hafutsuri. Refresh, I had to change our net. And if you refresh, it might be back to normal. It should be back to normal, because now it looks more steady here on my end. Do the tools run on batteries? I have no idea how it works, but it is creepy is what it is.
So Landra made his fortune by selling spaceships?
Not exactly. He built ships and drones that could mine near-Earth asteroids for rare metals, generating untold...
I'm starting to see why you're worried.
Indeed. Thanks to us, he no longer has access to the Odyssey or the Zenith base, but he likely has extensive knowledge of potent old-world technologies. As such, he represents both a threat and an opportunity.
You think he might know about something that can help with Nemesis?
Not the refresh that I meant. But thanks. Appreciate it, Hafutsuri. Appreciate it. Jeez, that is not the refresh that I meant. I was talking about F5, but hey, thank you for 8 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You said Walter Landra was a bit of a celebrity. What does that mean?
Although he made his money in aerospace, he put vast sums into the production of holographic entertainment. In fact, his wife was a famous actress. The two of them were often featured in tabloids and other media.
Tabloids.
A type of news outlet that tracked the personal lives of celebrities, allowing legions of fans to live vicariously through the rich and famous.
Oh. Yuck. So where do you think Laundra went?
The coast, far to the south. An area wrecked by tectonic shifts and volcanic activity. The few Tanakh who have ventured there refer to it as the Burning Shield.
Yeah, I just saw.
But 1,000 years ago it was called Los Angeles.
I just saw. I don't know what the hell is going on now. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out what the problem today is. Yeah, that's why we're calling it NISP, Nathadria. NISP, the No Internet Service Provider. Yeah, I was calling it just IP, or the INP, the Internet No Provider. But, yeah. Well, counting the weeks, right? And then we got the cable, we get the fiber, and then we don't have to worry about any of this absolute freaking nonsense ever again. Yep. So, bear with me just a couple more months, and then we're good. Right?
A hub for the technology and entertainment industries. Laundra's space mining company Heaven Sent was headquartered there. It stands to reason he would retreat to familiar territory. I'll send you the coordinates. So, are you ready to track down our rogue Zenith?
To the burning shores.
Okay, to the burning shores then.
Proceed with caution, Aloy. I suspect Laundra is even more devious and resourceful than the other Zeniths.
Oh, silence. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were actually concerned about my safety.
Okay. I figured something out. Just a sec. Alrighty. Let's see. From the looks of it, yesterday we had rain. Lots of it. So I suppose there are still 2.5 raindrops that are not completely dried up on the tower. And they are causing a problem.
Aloy? I hope I haven't caught you in the middle of fighting a giant machine or something. Hey, Beta. I'm actually on my way to the Burning Shores. Oh, right. Gaia and I heard about your mission from Silence. Be safe, okay? We'll be here if you need us. Will do. Thanks. This is it. Laundra's headquarters shouldn't be far. That can't be good.
Yeah. That doesn't look good.
Shit!
Incoming! They're not in the best way. Yep,
Were you
sounds like me.
actually flying just now?
Yeah, just, not my best landing.
Yep, I give it an 8.7 out of 10.
Damn, more machines.
The landing wasn't that good.
Stay back. I'll handle this.
Hold on, I can help too.
Let's see what you got.
That is a good question.
Nostrils? I think they could swallow me.
See those glowing crystals? Takes one hit to detonate.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And what happens if they detonate?
I got your attention. Time to pick them off.
Okay. So we are starting interestingly. I can't even escape. We're starting strong. Wrong. Pretty strong. Come here. Excuse me. Why? Robo movements. Yeah, true. Where did you just come from? You can roll around on the floor like a maniac. That doesn't help you.
Last one! Let's see who takes it!
Wow! You and your vacuum cleaner thing here. Loot!
Oh, you know how to hold your own. The name's Seika.
Aloy. I could, say the same about you. You have a focus. So you're Quinn. You're not exactly like any diviner I've met.
How do you even know that?
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but first...
Just one for now. I saw you before you crashed, flying on a sunwing. It didn't look like you knew about that tower, which means you're new. So what brought you here?
I'm looking for someone.
Vacation.
There's a ruin. On the hill northeast of here, that's where I was headed.
The ruin on the hill. You mean Starlight Rise?
You know it. Is there another way to get there?
Maybe. But first, we're gonna have to do something about that tower. I think we can help each other, Aloy. The tower's not far from where my people made camp. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You said we can help each other, but what exactly are you doing here?
Let's just say, I need that tower dealt with too. Come on.
And she's taking my loot. I think it has nothing to do with the game. Maybe it has.
Yeah, that's fine. Put it on. I can wait.
Yeah.
It's better when
Yeah. Interesting. We just had a new development. Okay. As you heard.
This way. Follow me. We'll have to take my skiff to get to the settlement.
What were you doing out here anyway?
The skiff's rudder is a bit off. I was after some parts to fix it. And sometimes, you just need to hunt alone.
Okay. Alright.
Got somewhere else to be?
Yes! I do! Stop hurrying. Is she going to hurry me right from the beginning? If that's the case, then we are going to have a problem. You heard something but understood nothing? What's the new development? Well, interestingly enough, as you know, for streaming you need the upload. The download is not necessarily a factor, you need the upload, right? And when you play a game, you usually have a lot of download going on. Not that much of an upload. But Rambo started Cyberpunk, and all of a sudden, my upload plummeted completely. He turned the game off again, and the internet stabilized. So that was the new development that we hadn't had before. So now we have to figure out how the two of them are playing together. Every day something different. It never gets boring. It never works for a long time, but it never gets boring. Yeah, but the download is not the problem. The download doesn't affect the stream. The upload affects the stream. So I'm wondering what the hell does the game do
Let's get going.
to plummet our whole upload?
Here she is. I just need to attach this component I picked up. Hold tight.
Never seen a boat like that before.
Me and a gearhead back at the settlement roped it together. Works well enough. That'll do it. Skiff's good to go. Hop in. Oh no. Not another another one.
Huh?
Whoa. Like I said, there's no getting to Starlight Rise so long as that tower's there.
Oof.
Okay,
What the hell?
casting off.
Huh. Sure beats rowing.
I've had a lot of time to improve her design.
How long have your people been here?
About a year, I think. We hit this massive storm crossing the Great Ocean. Lost half the fleet and our bearings. It was a miracle we even made it to these shores. We've been stuck here ever since.
See. I'm sorry to hear that. Just how many of you are left?
Not as many as there should be. We've had other troubles since the shipwreck. And some of those remaining aren't much help.
Sounds like you're not thrilled to go back.
Bringing back an Outlander's certainly going to complicate things. It'll be fine. Just follow my lead and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
Okay, we
That's it
started
on your
over
left.
there, and now we're
Lead
here.
10.
We could have
Lifting
just
name.
gotten
We weren't in
straight
great
here.
spirits when we made landfall.
Just saying.
Okay, here we go.
She wanted to talk. She could talk when we were on... Anyway.
I don't know anything further. May I be dismissed?
No. You will remain here until the traitor returns. You!
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Busted.
One act of treason breeds another, it seems. Stealing a diviner's focus, leading a barbarian into our midst.
Where's the Quinino?
Arrest them both. Remove their focuses at once.
Arrest us. This is a matter for the Admiral, not a compliance officer.
By all means.
I don't like them.
It's true.
Maybe water depth
Save
dictate
restore
round?
the focus.
Who's the
You
barbarian?
mean is that shallow?
She's done for.
Maybe. Could be.
Things seem kind of tense around here.
It's not our best day.
Admiral Garrett! It's as I told you, sir. The proof is now before your eyes. A soldier dared to don a diviner's focus. The eye that reveals the legacy. But Seika did not stop there. She brought a barbarian among us. In direct violation of Confidentiality Clause 3A.
Oh
Protocol
wow, you're a
states
Karen.
that these...
I might be our last chance at finding our missing people, sir. Diviner Vi's focus showed me his last moments. He found a clue. The ruin on Starlight Rise. There's evidence our people were there.
Hunter's headquarters.
Now we have no means of safe passage. Not in our current situation. But she might have another way.
Remember the law, sir. Focus is for a diviner. No one else.
Seika's actions are indeed concerning. And there will have to be a
Right?
reckoning.
Bureaucrats.
But finding our lost crew is paramount. If Seika has a chance of bringing them back, our course is clear. Even compliance must recognize that. I will allow it. Seika and the Outsider are free to pursue this lead.
But, sir, if...
Outlander, I'd like a word when you have a moment.
You mean the brunette? Yeah, I'm sure that takes a while. Aloy, however, has not taken care of her hair since she was little. And that's very discerning. Yeah,
You
very,
okay?
very discerning.
I shouldn't have said that. It's just that my sister is one of the missing. Not only that, she's our last navigator, our only means of getting home. I've got to find her, even if it means using a forbidden relic. Meanwhile, Rang and the others act like I'm the problem, when in reality, I'm the only one looking for a solution.
Look, I understand. Maybe more than you know, but for now, I think we need to calm down and just...
calm. You're right, of course. Getting upset isn't going to help.
Okay. We both need to get to the place you call Starlight Rise. But that tower... seems like it knocks anything nearby out of the sky.
Out of the water, too. It fires at any watercraft in range.
Oh, great. Well, it seems to me you've got some kind of plan in mind to deal with it.
Maybe. Between the two of us, there might be a way.
Well, you're a good fighter, that's for sure. But beyond that, I don't know much about you.
There's not much to tell. Nothing special about me, except my sister is pretty well known among my people.
You don't seem so ordinary to me.
I was just a petty officer until we ran aground. But we lost a lot of midshipmen and lieutenants to the storm and the wreck. And now even more of them are missing.
Huh.
So I've been trying to step up and help the Admiral.
It took a lot of guts putting on that focus. Seems to me he needs more like you.
Huh. Tell that to Rang and his toadies.
So your sister is a navigator?
More like the navigator. The only Quen who can steer by the stars without instruments. She reads the sky like a scroll. Knows every constellation by position, no matter how much it spins around up there, which means she's been an Imperial favorite ever since her first exam. One of the fleet's most precious assets. And now she's gone.
She and the others just disappeared?
After we made landfall, the hard way, the Admiral sent out scouting expeditions with the very few boats we had left. Not one of them returned. I don't know what happened to them all, but I do know it has something to do with that tower. And Starlight Rise.
We're agreed on that. Is there anything else you can tell me about that tower?
It just appeared one day a couple of weeks ago after our scout boats went missing. And it shoots at anything in the sky or sea. Machines, boats. You.
Okay, don't remind me.
I tried to get near it, but it's mounted on a tall ruin with machines all around. On the plus side, its range is limited. I've been testing it with my skiff and setting up buoys to mark the radius.
Can't tell if that's smart or reckless.
Both, maybe. I'll admit there have been a couple of near misses.
Huh.
What exactly did you find on that diviner's focus?
When the scout boat sent by the Admiral didn't return, he sent our very last one to find out what happened to them. Diviner Vi was on board. They made it as far as Starlight Rise, went inland and found a camp and a bunch of equipment. It looked like some of our people went into a ruin there. Then they spotted a machine, unlike anything we've seen. Silver and gold, moved like a spider. Spooked, they ran back to their boat.
They were lucky to escape. I've dealt with those things before.
Well, their luck ran out fast. The morning they tried to sail back, the tower went up and blew them right out of the water. Vi's body washed ashore here sometime later. A friend of mine found it and let me know.
Hey,
The same
Polly.
friend that ratted me out to Rang for taking the focus. But what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing. Trust me. You think there's a way to do something about that tower?
If we want to reach Starlight Rise, we have to try. I was able to approach the tower on foot, but I couldn't get close enough to shoot at it or anything like that. With the right help, though,
Show me the way and we'll give it a shot.
you'll probably want to resupply first. You can use my skiff if you need to hunt for resources. Just stay south of the settlement. The tower can't hit that side. I set up some buoys to mark its radius.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go clear my head. There's a bridge that leads to the ruins where the tower is mounted. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Hold on. There's one more thing. The Quen here, all of this. You were part of a larger expedition, right? Headed for San Francisco?
That's how you know about us. And you've seen the others, haven't you? And they're alive.
Most of them, yeah. I can put you in touch with them, but we should find your missing people first, right?
Why not do both?
This is great news. But yes, you're right, it should wait. If we tell everyone now, it'll just be a distraction. So for the sake of the missing, we have to keep the focus on them.
All right then. I'll see you on the other side of the bridge.
But you have the focus. You can put her, Sakura, Sakura. You can put her in touch with
Might not be a
Alva.
bad idea to resupply before I meet Seika.
Seika, there you go.
Or I could explore a little with her skiff first.
You could put her in touch with Alva. That would be a thing. Just saying.
My paints are a form of art.
Sure. I'm a Nora Death Seeker? No, Seeker.
Nothing less.
No, we can't. Screenwriters Rule 27, Section B, or you're... Oh. Fine. Then we don't. Rude.
You.
Ross was a Death Seeker too.
Beg your pardon.
Phoenix, sir. I mean, not by his own terms. He wasn't really looking for it, right? What the heck? It was not that he was waking up that day and was like, haha, today it's the day.
Maybe it's time to meet up with Seika and head to the tower.
Aloy, over here.
Hello, can I talk?
Hey,
There you go.
I'm here. So, how do we get to the tower?
These trails will lead us to it. Take your pick.
Okay, let's go.
Are you coming with me, or...?
So you know a lot about my people, but I barely know anything about you. Like who you're looking for at Starlight Rise.
He's a, fugitive.
Okay, let me check something here. Graphics. Yeah, let's do that.
Come on. That's all you got?
Let's just focus on getting to the tower.
So mysterious.
He was many Death Seeker so he can revenge his family and other kill people after the bandits attack? Teresa never told us. That would have been nice to know. Wait a second.
Here we go!
You looked it. Oh. Eh? Where is the road that we need to take? Is it up here?
A water wing. The other day, I saw the tower shoot down an entire flock. Poor things crashed into the sea south of Fleet's End.
I've never seen one before. That tower's gotta go. Doesn't look like plasma will do much damage.
Jesus. Hi, Sione.
We're getting close to the tower. Last time I was there, I didn't get very far in.
We'll find a way. There's some kind of machine growth.
Haven't seen that before. Kinda looks like an egg. Here's to the hut! Ugh!
What the heck? Mosquitoes? What the actual F? Robotic mosquitoes, yeah. I don't want them. Nobody needs them. Take your arm out of my lens. No more mosquitoes here.
More of those eggs.
Okay. Those definitely weren't here last time.
Robo mosquitoes protect your oil? Yeah.
Whoa! Big ugly machine alert! We'll have to deal with it to get into the tower.
See what you got then.
You're
The
on.
bio
Make your move.
gut? What the hell? Okay, weak to fire? The it's weird. Robo mosquitoes, robo crocs. I don't like any of them. That's why we are getting rid of you first, so you don't accidentally
Chain
spawn
reaction.
while we're fighting that
It's useful.
big ugly frog over there. Like that. Cold outside? What is it? Under 25 degrees or? $16, I see. Okay, so big ugly frog. Come here.
It doesn't like those flames! Watch that acid!
You.
Switching to my rope caster! Whoa, we've got a jumper! So good. Tend to those wounds!
We got a jumper.
Oh.
I was saying, I was aiming for that, for those big guns at the side. Why don't you go exactly where I told you to? What are you doing? Slapping Entropic into next week?
You guys got a swarm of tiny friends.
Too many friends!
Entropic solved your blinking problem? What problem is that?
I like it!
Hi, Aloy! sometimes, girl, I swear. I am in slow motion! How? How can you move so fast? In slow motion. You deactivated Herr der Ringe? Why? And blinking is done?
Machine's hurting! We've almost got it!
Hey! My goodness. Oh, that killed all of the others in the same go? Alright. This is a very weird opponent.
Where do you leave off?
Whew. Down it goes.
Yeah. Good fight. Come on. The entrance I found is this way.
Yeah, just wait. Just you wait, I am not done yet. You see all of this sparkly stuff? Yeah, that's all going to be mine.
Maybe said enough.
And this one. And that. Okay, now I think we're kinda good to go? Kinda? Also regarding an issue of national importance, you have one less Choco Bunny? Uh-oh. So that means you have only one left? Only one? How are you going to cope with that? It's the bigger one. Oh, I see. I see. The chocolate bunny's going extinct. No! What do you have to say for yourself, Entropic? Being the sole reason for the extinction of choco bunnies.
I'll have to warn our patrols later.
You have no
Doubt that machine
regrets?
was the
Okay,
only one of its kind.
makes sense.
Feels like every day there's something new that's trying to kill us.
I know the feeling.
What? Where are we going?
Through here. Just gotta get across. Think you can make it?
Watch me.
This is as far as I got. I couldn't find a way to get further up.
Let me take a look around.
They deserved it? What? Why?
There we go.
You made that look easy. About your fugitive, I need to know who we're dealing with. It can't be a coincidence that he and my people are both at Starlight Rise.
His name's Walter Londra. He's a zenith. It's what the Quen would call a living ancestor.
A living ancestor? But that would mean he's been alive for centuries.
Yeah.
Tides take me.
Ugh.
We're serious.
Aloy, don't be stupid. There you go. We're eating all the chocolate carrots? I am so confused. What chocolate carrots are we talking about now? What is this new development? I mean, aren't you the one eating carrots right now, Phoenixer?
But I guess since your diviners are gone, none of your people here made the connection.
Oh. Yeah, those of us left are just sailors and soldiers.
Chocolate carrots? No, no, can't, no. So far, they are not part of my everyday diet, no.
After you.
Oui. I have no idea what that is. Oh, there we go. Mhm. Okay, I suppose that's not the way Aloy wants to go.
Oh. Well, there you go, Seika.
Thanks.
No, Aloy, I didn't want to go there. There. Go, just... Okay. Oh, I saw some. Sorry, but that is important. Although maybe it wasn't that important. Oh, they are no longer called gleamstones, they are now called brim shrines. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Think you could get that vent open?
Can't reach that from here. If I time it right, I think I can grapple to that vent.
What the hell? Open that stupid thing. Are you kidding me?
That's no good. Can't use the polecaster on that.
Okay. So, what do you want from me now? I can't shoot it. I can't pry it open. I can't use the pull caster on it. What the heck?
She flies, she fights machines, and she has fancy moves.
Okay, that is just stupid. Sorry, but that was really just stupid. That doesn't
Wish
make
you'd
any
come
sense
along
at all.
earlier. Might have gotten more done by now. I bet you must be pretty important to your tribe.
I grew up an outcast, actually.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm better off without them. And from what I saw back at the settlement, maybe you would be too?
I am one of the chosen people, not some weak-kneed sailor who abandons ship when the seas get rough.
Okay, never mind.
Let go of that.
Aloy, shall we continue?
No. There we go. What do we have here? Of course, that won't open. There's nothing I can pry open. Oh. That is some dirty glass. Won't budge. Nope. The arrow sticks in it. Interesting. Nothing here. Okay, so I suppose we go down here? Somewhere?
Nice shortcut. I'll find another way over.
I think we're almost at the top.
Then we can find a way to shut the tower down.
Luckily, main story is really short, so ultra hard game plus. You're just making up words now. Ultra hard new game plus. You're just throwing words and make it a sentence.
Tower downed another machine.
Can't wait to shut it down.
Oh. No. Down, girl. Down. Down!
Made it. This definitely looks like something Landra would have built.
Whoa. Okay. But how do we stop it when part of it's way up there?
Let's take a look around.
Well, I would suggest we follow the cables.
Never seen anything like this.
Some kind of access
There's
now?
gotta be a way to stop it.
I might be able to override it.
Yes. So far, not know anything. How much more aggressive glint hogs are, and the fact you won't see enemy health bars anymore. Well, it has to has a reason why it is hard ultra new game plus core stuff. You know, there has to be a slight difference.
It's coming down.
Aloy, I truly hope you've enjoyed this tower. I set it up just for you.
Oh, great. A recording from Landra.
Let it be a reminder that unlike my former colleagues, I'm one step ahead of you.
That doesn't look good.
Getting ready to fire at us. Get to cover! How are we supposed to stop this thing? Let me scan it. I'll draw its fire.
Oi! Oh, Aloy.
Hey! Over here, you weird, shiny, hovering scrap! You need a break?
Sure.
Got a power core on the back. I gotta get up there to destroy it. Just hurry! Back here. Now would be a good time to stop this thing. There. Out and up.
Where? It's always great when the game tells you, oh, there! You need to go there. Where is there?
Any luck with that power core?
No?
Okay, what's back here? Aloy! Don't know where you went, but I hope you're getting close. I'm taking a lot of heat over here. Hang in there, Seika. Okay, time to hit that power core. I think it knows you're up there, Aloy. Take cover! Come on! Fire at me! Not hard! Yes! It's distracted! You need me!
Okay, where exactly?
I need to target the power core. Aloy, I'm under a lot of fire here. There.
Yeah, you have to turn around a little bit more.
No good. Back in the fight. Look out! Uh-oh. Whoa! You okay? Yeah, still breathing. I see another core on the front. On it. Keep distracting it.
Run, girl.
Get to cover.
Run. Okay, the good thing is that I have no idea how to shoot it from the front now. Do I go to the
Down. That thing's sights are back on you.
to the same thing again?
Bet you can't get me.
Just to the other side? Somewhere like here?
Another one on the front. Gotcha. It's done. That is pile of was intense.
You tell me.
Well, that didn't go exactly how I thought it would. It turned out okay. And now your machine can get us to Starlight Rise, right?
Yeah. I saw it fly off when I crashed. I should be able to call it back.
One step closer to finding my sister and the living ancestor you're after. But I should probably report to the Admiral first, give him some assurance that we've made progress.
Okay. I'll meet you back at the settlement then.
You know, I'm kind of glad you tagged along.
All right.
Seika's not like other Quinn. That's for sure. And with the tower down, I could check out the area before meeting up with her.
Or I could do some skills, right? Skills are always good. There we go. What's this? That sounds somewhat decent. Perfect. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's a gazillion of them. But no more Spectre Primes. And another unknown of the Bile Gods. Ooh, perfect. Ugh.
Maybe stock up on some resources while I'm at it.
Yes. Stocking up on resources is perfect. Let's do that. There's another one of these Bile Gods. I'm not really sure I want to go there. There we go. HCD base game, every machine is really easy to kill. You play aggressively. One that will video work against Glinthawks. Glinthawks are a pain no matter what.
You're in luck. I have stock left.
I would watch where I'm going if you were...
Is it time to head out?
In the market for dyes, Outlander?
Where are you?
I'm here. You're here. Are we doing this?
ancestors would be interested in what I know.
Okay, that way. That way then. That's also no.
Allying with the bundle.
Whenever you're ready, Aloy. Okay, so shall we get going to Starlight Rise?
Yeah, let's go.
So what now?
I thought we go.
Up you go. Something wrong?
Of course not. Oh, it's a little snug.
I'll manage.
Oh, shit!
There we go.
Hold on back there.
Starlight Rise is just across the water. I guess we'll see if this living ancestor has something to do with my missing people.
Look, once we get into the ruin, we might find data that your focus model isn't able to make sense of. I'm sending you an update, so you'll be able to see what's going on.
Oh, thanks. You sure seem at ease with the focus. Is that why your tribe made you an outcast?
No, not exactly. They cast me out when I was born.
Oh, I have to go here.
In fact, everything I've done, including learning to use the focus, was, in spite of them.
Sounds familiar.
It gets easier, you know.
What? Clinging to the back of a sunwing?
That too.
Just worry about steering this thing, okay?
Sure.
Oh, come on. I'm pressing the buttons for you to go down. So do go down. You know what? Here, let me off.
Where are you going? I can't fly this thing.
Don't worry.
You can't? Oh, I'm sure you can. It will follow. Don't you worry.
Miss me?
Let's just go.
Yeah, grip on side. Yeah, if only.
Down on the beach. Those are some of our missing scout boats.
It looks like there's a lot of construction on the hillside.
That's what Diviner Vi saw.
Yeah, there
Let's
are
try to retrace
boats
their
and
steps
there's
then.
that thing.
I'll set us down.
Is that a salamander?
Solid
ground. Thank the ancestors.
Okay, we should follow your people's trail. See if we can figure out why they were here.
Looks like they left some equipment behind.
Wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of this.
Quen Navy weapon. We use them to build rope bridges and perimeter defense.
The ballista tore straight through the machine's armor. This bolt looks pretty sturdy too.
My people had to fight while they built all this, but they kept going anyway.
Let's stay on their trail.
Yeah, let's stay on that trail.
Operation here.
But why?
I'm not sure. I bet Laundra's involved.
Well, looks like they set up some ladders to get up to that excavation. But the path's broken now.
We'll have to make our own way up.
As always.
Right idea, but we'll need a few more handholds. This could be a way up to the excavation. If we had more handholds.
So I guess that's not the way then. Let's go, Aloy! Okay. Anything with this? No. Of course not.
Another ballista. We can use the bolts as climbing points.
Good, that's enough! Heading up to take a look!
Huh. Fast climber. Gotta catch up to her.
There's a door up there across the chasm. Let's see if there's a way up.
Well, what about this? What's going on here? There's nothing for us so far. Hi, Aloy. Thanks for the lurk.
Way up looks broken. Maybe the clamberjaws did it.
Hold on! I've got an idea! What are you doing? We can use this ballista to make another path!
What ballista? Okay. I'm afraid nothing is happening, Lydia. Absolutely nothing is happening.
That's as high as it goes!
Oh, that thing. Sure.
Do it. Let's get climbing.
Okay.
Okay, letting her go. That thing was heavier than it looked.
Okay. Up.
Making progress.
Up.
Right into the spooky abandoned ruin.
Yep.
Your people put a lot of effort into getting in here. Almost like they were after something.
Or someone had a knife to their throats.
We'll find your sister. Don't worry.
You don't have to comfort me, you know. I'm fine.
I want to help.
Oh. Oh wait. What is? There. Ooh. Aloy. You know what? Just go down. That's also a thing. Okay, cool. What?
Climber jaws. Stay alert.
Bring them on. No machine stopping me.
Okay, how many of those are there? I suppose many. At least 3. Taking bets.
That sign. This is definitely Londra's old headquarters.
Down there. What is that thing?
Let's find out.
There's some sort of turbine jet thing. That's the professional, the technical term.
All this must have been brutal to excavate.
Maybe I wait until I go there. Not necessarily in need to get stuck. Okay. One too many? Pretty much, Uni. Pretty much. Did you arrive home safe?
It's a prototype for a rocket engine. It never got off the ground. The way it was designed made it too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Like it would poison everything in a 1,000-mile radius if it got used.
Oh.
Let's keep moving.
So this engine, it was for traveling to the heavens? The diviners say the ancestors could do that.
Yeah. Londra launched ships into space to search for resources.
But why dig all this out now?
We should keep following the trail.
okay? Whew. Getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. Yuni, you wanna come over here?
Whoa.
Maybe? Looks like something that you might enjoy. Hi, El Shenanigans. Hello.
Split in two. Gwen pressed on.
Oh no.
Crushed. Looks like some kind of construction accident.
Uh-oh.
This was Lena from the galley. We weren't exactly friends, but she didn't deserve to be worked to death. How could an ancestor do this to my people?
Knowing Laundra and his kind, I can't say I'm surprised.
We better find a way up and across. We'll need to make a path.
Another ballista. Maybe we can use it.
I'll shoot this time.
You
By all
okay.
means.
I made you a handhold in the bridge there. Try and get to that ballista further up. Think you can make the jump?
I can reach it.
What ballista further up? Looks warm enough. You think?
Uh-oh.
I can help! Keep him still and I'll shoot him with the ballista!
Do it!
Okay. Just don't shoot me.
Now would be a good time to actually kill it with a ballista. No? That would be perfect now.
That's the last of them! Gonna make a few handholds for myself, then I'll finish your task! You know, this reminds me of target practice out at sea. My squad held a wager over who could hit the most marks. Winner wouldn't have to stop again.
Let me guess. You won?
You learn fast.
Oh.
There. All done.
Almost all done. Baboons, yes. Big red butt baboons.
That's a lot of lava. The ruins practically turned into a volcano.
Yes. Maybe some sunny day? Yeah. Well, we have them, apparently. Obviously.
Okay, another ballista. Time to return the favor.
Make a path over here.
Stop yelling at me!
No need to yell. I've tapped you into my focus.
Thank you.
Whoa. Hi. Hi there.
I have no idea where we're
So-
going.
How about those climbing points? Not there. Over by me. Down here, Aloy. Nice job. That's enough to get me to the first ledge. Okay. Now to get up there.
Okay.
Made it. Let's see where this leads.
Watch out, more clamberjaws.
I see him.
Guess it's my turn to shred some machines.
Oh, you think you can do better than me?
We'll see. Got it! How's that from here? These things hit hard. That's all of them.
You tied my ballista record. Not bad. Now, last climb. You know what to do.
Yep, on it.
Yeah, so... there.
Heading up.
Okay.
That should do it. Just gotta find my way over.
Yeah, don't mind me. I find another way. I find another way. Don't you worry about it.
Think you can make it?
Oh, just watch me.
No, I don't think I can make it, because that's not where I wanted to go. Not one bit. Just go. Well, I'm fairly certain that was not the way that I was supposed to go, but the good thing is, now that well, I can loot. Yep. That's good. I take it. And I need a portable ballista. Yeah, that does the exact same damage as the one that are mounted, so we can take care of these baboons.
One lava-filled chasm conquered.
You did pretty well back there. We're, not a bad team.
Glad you think so. I always wanted a sidekick.
Okay, I see how it is.
After you.
Can't open doors without your sidekick, huh?
Just giving you a chance to shine. All right, let's see where my people's trail leads.
Oh, yeah.
This is so old. What could they possibly have wanted from this place?
Good question.
Yo, that looks like an arena. Yeah, there has to be another way. Ah, or not. Okay, that seems to be the way. Can I go up there? I can. Perfect. Very good.
Damn it. Another one.
Crushed by rubble. Maybe when digging this out.
I think his name was Kira. They
Yeah.
couldn't even give him a proper burial.
The very same rubble that we are actually standing upon. But we are not going to point that out. No. No need in pointing that out.
I'll put this to good use.
Nice find.
I'll get a good trade for this.
What did I get? That was so important right now. Oh! Nice. Purge water. I don't have anything that does purge water. So that is actually quite nice, but what am I exchanging it with? Maybe that one. Oh, this one actually, because I have another poison thing here, so that's actually quite nice. Yeah, I think I can exchange it with that one, because then we have more freezing and purge water. Yes, yes, please. Oh, that card's already in use. I think... There we go. Noise.
Another Quinn camp.
Where have they all... Oh.
Yeah. Looting! You got it.
It's a mural. Painted by a Quinn?
Yeah. I think so.
All
Why
right.
would they leave this here?
Doesn't matter. Let's keep moving.
Whoa.
If you say so.
She's getting testy.
This might have been mission control for Londra's space mining operations.
Quite a display.
Yeah. Let's see what we can find.
A lot of planets. I wonder if Pluto's still here.
Locked with a code. We'll need a way through.
Maybe there's something on these consoles.
Affinate. Oh, yes. Good call. Thank
We
you.
can access the hologram from here.
Huh. There's data here. Let me see what I can access. A lot is corrupted, but it looks like some logs survived. I might be able to play them.
I found Evelyn in the control room, rooting through the logs for Alondra's passcode. Not sure how she got past security, but yeah, she's not doing so good. Just kept banging on Londra's door, begging him to save her. I told her he was gone, but she just kept wailing. They had to drag her out.
That was the last recording. Everything else is from before 2065.
How many logs did you find?
3. No, 4.
Oh,
4 entries, 4 digits. The recording said this Evelyn was looking in the data for the code. Let's try to find it.
Okay.
It looks like that unlocked another console. This displays an archive for Londra's asteroid missions over the years. It looks like I can navigate it with my focus, so I'm not tied to the console.
Okay. Playing the first log. Uploading it to your Focus 2 for reference.
2050. A year of triumph. That first mission silenced 1,000 naysayers. When we acquired the asteroid, they held their breath. When we returned with the wealth of planets, they came crawling, hats in hand. That fight will always be dear to me. And to history.
okay. That's...
See those rocks floating around the Earth? I see data on them with the Focus. This is the year the log mentioned, but there are 2 numbers. Which one is for the code?
He mentioned the flight. Sounded like it was pretty special for him.
Must be the flight number then.
Yeah.
Transferred
That could
the
be the
asteroid.
first digit of the code.
Not a bad start. Let me know when you're ready to hear the next log.
Transferred the asteroid to Earth orbit and harvested 4,000 tons of precious ore. 4. Right? 4. 4. Okay, the next
Okay,
one.
let's hear the next one.
Accessing it now.
I've convinced the board the amount of platinum on that rock is worth the risk. Once we grab it, I'll make Evelyn a platinum ring, so she can wear our success wherever she goes.
What a great guy. No year in this log, just a mention of platinum. Maybe try cycling through the years. Might be another asteroid we can scan.
Oh, platinum. This must be the right mission. But which number?
Not sure. I'll replay the audio log.
I've convinced the board the amount of platinum on that rock is worth the risk. Once we grab it, I'll make Evelyn a platinum ring, so she can wear our success wherever she goes.
To Don't think it's the flight number this time.
Yeah. The log mentioned the amount of platinum.
Yeah, so it is
Figure it out?
4 and
Think
2
so.
so far.
Let me know when you're ready for the third one.
Ready.
Okay, here it comes.
The accident has disturbed the ants, lawyers and publicists swarming to do damage control, carping about incalculable losses. Now what they don't see is that each death is a lesson in complacency, inspiring us to future excellence.
He doesn't see his workers as people, does he?
In that we have 2 and 4. Flight number 2, but 4,000 deposit of ruthenium. Do we go only after the platinum? Then we have so far 4 and 2. Flight number 6? 3-year deal? What? There are too many
Read on that
numbers and
one.
none of them make sense. Okay, that's the last year.
There's no mention of year or metal. We're looking for an accident involving miners.
The legislative battle of Luna resources rages on, but in the end our lobbying due to the asteroid's minimal structure and the presence of the many high-density ores, projections indicate it could take 5 years. Legal wrangling over claims to Titania has settled?
It's corrupted. On to the next.
Where is it? Not in here.
This one mentions miners.
Yeah, 8.
8 people lost their lives, and Laundra shrugged it off like it was nothing? I'll leave it to you to pick the right number.
Well, we've got 3 digits. Just one more to find.
Guess we'll know for sure when we plug them all in. Ready for the next log.
No data. Let's hear it.
Playing it now.
My chief competitor tried to block me in Congress. But I'll have that cobalt no matter how many years it takes to dig out. Zhao-Lu lunar resources can stay on the moon. Everything else belongs to me.
Okay, I think I know what to look for.
Alright, 1 second. There. I uploaded the last of the logs to your focus.
Thanks. As soon as I find the last number, I'll enter the full code upstairs.
Nope. Nope. That's 8. Okay. Nope.
fourth log mentioned both Cobalt and the Xiaolu Lunar Company.
So we need a mission log with both.
Yep.
Damn.
Xiaolu and Cobalt. This must be it.
So that is then 5. Okay. Hi, Axe. Okay, so 4285, maybe?
The first number seems wrong.
Wow, you actually did it.
There you go.
This must have been Laundra's living quarters. Right at the center of where he worked. Let's see what we can find.
That relic. Is it some sort of old gun?
Oh, now we are going through this? Okay.
A gift from a so-called friend. A reminder to always watch your back. Wonder what that's about.
What's this for?
Oh.
It's some kind of award, I think. Laundra's wife was pretty well known in her time. Strange he'd keep this around. Sounded like they weren't on the best of terms at the end.
Love can make it hard to let go.
Okay, what new toy did you find now?
Security logs for the facility. There's a recent entry.
I'm growing impatient, Nova.
Data retrieval is almost complete. I've primed the North Array for beamcast.
And you're acquiring everything from aeronautics and special ops, yes? Including the files on MSP.
Correct. There. Ready for transmission. It's a shame we have to revive that particular program, though.
And I'm almost sorry, Axe. I really almost am.
Reduce your empathy matrix by 15%, please.
Adjusted.
Wonderful. Transmit the files immediately so we can get the hell out of here. This place feels like a goddamn tomb.
He's
what was
not
all that
happy.
about?
The North Array sounds like a transmitter. If we can find it, maybe we can track Laundra to whatever hole he crawled into.
Sure, but what did he come back for?
I'll explain later. Let's find a way out.
Okay, but I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, as I said, I'm almost sorry. I'm always almost sorry when you folks reinstall a game that you saw here. I almost feel bad about that. Yep. You're not? HDR finally works on Linux, so it's an eye candy. Yeehaw! Very nice. I hope you have fun with it. That's the most important part. I hope you really enjoy it. And if it looks good, even better. That's the icing of the cake. Ooh, talking about cake. Nope, we had donuts. Although, I think I am shortly going to make another
transmitter should be somewhere nearby. Big
Hold-
statue looks promising.
Hold on a
Machines
second.
are in our way. Gotta clear them out.
Hold on. We could have just gotten in here from somewhere up there. We didn't have to climb through all of that nonsense in there? Okay, that's just rude. It's an added bonus. Exactly. Exactly. What do you want? Leave me alone.
I could use the target practice.
Yeah, then go for it.
All right, let's tie this guy down. Look at all that corroding metal.
Okay, that's doing it on its own. Or not. There you go.
That's the last of them. Is that all you got? I got the cancer for you.
Missy, what do you need me for? I mean, I gladly take the loot off your hands, but seriously, what do you need me for? So far, everything that you did, you could have done completely by yourself.
Let's get this done.
Okay. What? Ow!
I got it.
Boom. Oh, hi. Turn around. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Canister to it. More coming.
Why? Oh. Oi! Hey! Can you get away from here?
Look at all that corroded metal.
What? Where are you coming from? Sure. 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 Oh, get away from there.
That acid looks like it burns.
Well, I hope it does.
I think that's the last of them. Now let's take a look at that statue.
That thing better have answers.
Excuse me, what? From the kitchen, the planned coffee turned into a salad? How? I mean, they are not even remotely the same. If you would have said, well, the coffee turned into a triple espresso, I would be like, bold, but okay. But turned into a salad? How is that possible? Well, there was stuff laying around and you kinda got inspired. Can we get a video from your kitchen so you know how the layout is, so you know what is just laying around there casually that inspires you to make a salad? Because we can do the same. just saying. You know, having a little bit more salad in our lives.
Looks like this is part of a transmitter. Okay, Londra. Where are you hiding? Got you. Data was sent to a location west of here.
Data on what? I need to know what's going on. What was going on in that hologram back there? And why exactly did Londra come here? And what is he doing with my people?
He used them to dig up this place to find some old data. Part of it has to do with something called MSP, which I've never heard of before, but the rest... I think he's trying to build a ship to get off this world and into the stars.
Off this world? Why would anyone want to do that? There's something you're not telling me. Oh, you're just like a diviner, full of secrets.
Oh yeah? Well, what about you? The way you reacted to that mural back in the ruin? Care to explain?
Fine. I guess we'll both hold our tongues for now.
All right, look. The important thing is that we know where Laundra went, and that's probably where he took your people. And your sister.
You're right. Of course.
Are you making
I
that
should
oil on
report
your
back
own?
to the Admiral before we go any further. I'll use
If
the boat we
so,
saw from the air to return.
feel free to share how.
Okay. I'll find you there later.
Of course I find a way now. I always find a way. Hello, my name is Entropic and I have a problem. Oh, you're buying it? Ah, okay.
I can't do that to her. Not now. Not when she's worried about her sister. It's too much of a burden. Right? For now, maybe I should focus on stocking up. I can meet Seika when it's time to pick up Laundra's trail.
Well, we have to go to... Well, not we have to. We are going to Helsinki, I don't know, sometime next month, maybe? And there is a Kina market, a China market, where we buy very tasty stuff. The dumplings and dim sum and all the nice stuff. And I suppose that we can get it there as well. Party in Helsinki? Not really a party, no. More like a supply run. And we are not getting to Helsinki that often. So the thing is with the market, we could actually order online and have it delivered, but they are not delivering the fresh things, like the mushrooms or the bok choy and stuff. So we have to pick that up on our own, or dumplings for that matter. So yeah. A shopping trip, exactly. And since Rampo's sisters are living in Helsinki, close-ish, and therefore our godson is there as well, and nephew and niece and all, you know, it's a nice time to go there and have several things done at the same time, meeting up with them and hanging out with them a bit, and yep, good excuse to go. Exactly. Because we still have to drive for a while. It's not like just around the corner. We have to drive a good 2.5 hours one way to get to Helsinki. So usually it's nothing that we do like, oh yeah, you know what, I don't know what to do today, let's go to Helsinki. Goth? What? No? Not anymore. That time has passed. The store in the city doesn't work? What do you mean? Just listening with one ear. No, we didn't talk about God. That time has passed now. Mm-hmm. Alright, I think we have stocked up a bit. let's get some skill points heading it out. Really detonatable warrior bow. Huh. I don't have a warrior bow. Double blaster? Why not? Silent striking. Silent striking. There we go. No need to drive to Helsinki before to see family. Well, we are not forced to see them. That's the main difference. We want to see them. Because usually we see them when they are here. Oops. Oh, look at that. Got all of them already. Nice. Perfect. Now, where do we need to go? That is quite the way. Let's go. Forced to want to? No, not really. Not really. There is no forcing going on. I know it's a hard or a weird concept, but sometimes people do things they want because they want to. It's like a voluntary thing, you know?
Ow! Oh! Just great. Is everything okay?
I gave my report to the Admiral. Apparently, some of the crew have called for me to be stripped of rank and cast out.
I'm so sorry, Seika. That must be really hard to take.
It doesn't matter. Where are we headed next?
Well, we know where Laundra sent the data from his old company. Somewhere on the mainland, north of where we met. Should be able to fly there.
Yeah, about that. Let's take my skiff this time instead.
Not a fan of flying, huh?
I'm a Marine. I'll take the water over the skies any day.
All right. We'll take your skiff.
Should we get going?
Yeah, let's go.
Follow me. Nice and easy. And, unlike flying, if you fall off, you don't die.
Have you seen those sword-tooth crocodile things? I'm fairly certain that they would eat us.
Open water ahead, and Fleet's End disappearing behind us, along with everyone in it.
Why do you put up with them? I mean, I get what it's like to feel as if an entire tribe's against you. I would have stormed out of there a long time ago.
It wasn't always like this. I was a good Marine. A good sister. It felt like I belonged. That belonging is a kind of strength. One that keeps me going even in the roughest seas. When you have something like that, you can't cast it aside.
I see. You know, your people don't know how lucky they are to have you.
I don't know about that.
I do.
That's a Titan up there, an old one.
Well, seems like the coordinates are leading us towards that horse.
That thing gives me the creeps. On clear nights, we can see it from the camp looming over us.
Yeah, Al.
There! On the shore! More of our boats!
Then we're on the right track.
I'll take us in!
Made it! And
Okay.
not gotten eaten by
Coordinates point to
any
somewhere up the hill.
alligators.
After
Lego Star Wars, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Siuni, are you feeling alright? Both of them. Dark Side, well, Empire and Republic, both have started.
Definitely seems like we're heading for the Metal Devil. Why would Laundra send his data here?
I'm not sure. It's an odd place to bring a bunch of Quen, too.
I just hope we find them.
What is right
We're
with
here, all right.
the short answer?
Looks like they headed further up the hill.
I hear you.
Coordinates lead that way, too.
Hollywood. I wonder, do they have to pay
Hollywood.
Alice Cooper because they're using
Data
the
I found
first
called
O
the
in
Land of
Hollywood?
Dreams. That barrier. Laundra must have set it up.
Doesn't look like there's a way past it.
There's some kind of device on the other side. I think I can scan it.
You think you can scan what?
My focus is getting a reading on that device. You okay?
Ow.
Maybe I can find out more about this shield with my focus.
You in notebook. Just open it already. Don't let me open this stupid notebook every other day. There. Maybe I can find out more. Not going in there.
My focus...
All right. Let's see what's on this thing.
We saw that Titan right
Looks
now.
like there's something further in.
Some kind of compound. Laundra might be in there. You're missing people, too.
I'm not seeing a way past the barrier.
There. It's some kind of power generator. Hooked up to the arm of the Horus. Laundra's figured out how to get part of it working again.
A metal devil can't actually wake up, can it?
I'm not sure. But at least right now, it must be how Laundra's powering the barrier.
So if we can find a way to shut down those generators, it should come down.
It's worth a shot, at least. Looks like there are 2 of them nearby. Come on, let's get going. The generators should be back down the hill.
Of course. Some Star Wars games that have nice cheat codes. Nobody wants to use cheat codes. Don't use them. Cheating is bad, okay?
Whoa! Look at that! Above us!
Laundry went to a lot of trouble to power that shield.
Got a couple of our big ugly friends too. Ugh! And more eggs.
Just follow my lead.
But why would anyone cheat? That doesn't make sense. Cheating is bad. Don't do it. Oh, we have to go up there. Okay, so we don't really need to go down here. Okay, good. So, question is... Can I go up here? Yes, I can. There we go.
Okay, let's see if we can shut this thing down. There's some kind of power core. I can't hit the core. Seika, I need you to shoot the core. The floor is all yours.
I can't override because that thing is here. Isn't that fun? No, it's not.
Big machine! Big attack! I'll pin it down! Whoa! A little warning would have been nice!
What warning? Oh, God. In the belly?
Not a bad strategy!
new try. We still have some extra fun in the games, like having extra fourth level in the fourth class, but when playing the deck, if you only have 3. But
Hold it there! Got it! One down. Now for the other generator.
you do you. Where's the other one? Oh, there. So of course we have to kill the other machine as well. I was hoping that we get away without it, but no.
I got your back!
Okay. That helped a little. Oh. Okay, these little dudes need to go. That's not a little dude, by the way. That's big boy. Where? There. I see.
There. Now we can focus on the generators.
Oi. Just to make sure that they are not going to come out again.
get back to the bunker entrance. Barrier should be gone now.
Ancestors, I hope my people are in there.
That would be good. Otherwise, we would have fought through all of these for actually nothing.
You know, the last time I saw my sister, I was relieved she was leaving for a scouting mission.
Really?
Guess I wanted a break from her.
I get it. Things aren't always easy with my sister either.
I thought you said you were an outcast.
I only met her recently. It's a long story.
It is.
Always full of surprises, huh?
Yep.
I try. Point is, I'm sure your sister will be glad to see you.
I don't know. But it's nice of you to say.
Looks like this place still has some power.
Generators must have just been for the shield.
But first things first, we didn't get that this time. Which is nice.
Your people. And another mural.
Yeah.
Why are they all just
Try
waiting?
going around next time.
Let's find out.
Look out, barbarian coming through.
Seika, have you come to join us?
Join you?
Yeah, we have. It took a while, but we finally made it.
A barbarian, one of the chosen. Impossible. Zeth would never allow this.
How did you get in without him?
Well, Zeth sent us, actually. After we helped him out of that ambush in the wilds.
Right. You see, I was on my way here with him when machines attacked us. We tried to hold them off, but we were outnumbered. That's when Aloy here came to the rescue.
I was exploring the region when I ran across them, so I just rushed in to help.
You should have seen her. One of the best machine hunters I've ever met. She saved Zeth's life.
Oh, I was just doing what I could.
Zeth had something important he needed to take care of after, so he said to go on without him.
And that's when he told us how to lower the barrier and said we should head straight inside.
Zeth really needed a barbarian to get him out of trouble.
We all need a little supporting fire every now and then.
Well, Zeth gave them the okay. And I am not risking one of his outbursts. Let the others inside know about our new arrivals, will you?
Fine. But I'm not letting them into the Ascension Hall until they prove they're devoted. Just like everyone else. And I'll be interested to hear Zeth's side of this when he returns.
Oh, by all means.
Don't mind him. Good luck in there, Seika. May you both embrace his light.
Wait, you needed 2 guards for this rusty old door? You are kidding me, right?
That was close.
Please tell me that there is another door.
People are here willingly, and they answer to Zeth.
Yeah, he sounds like a great guy.
Let's get to this Ascension Hall before you have to meet him.
A hologram of Blandra.
Welcome, my chosen. You have wandered, you have suffered, but you are lost no more. For I have found you, and I offer you what you deserve.
Really?
The Ascension. So be at ease, forget what you think you know, and embrace this moment. A new world awaits.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of Londra.
So he wants us to embrace his light. Literally.
That is a lot of Londra. What
Better
the
keep up
hell?
appearances in here. I'll try.
I'd like you to meet some old friends of mine. See, we were at the best party in town, celebrating our big win. And while everyone's attention was on me, my ex-business partner, well, he barges in, and he's jealous of our success. And he throws a drink in my face, but not a drop hit me. Because my bodyguard, Jack, he tackled him to the floor. And the others, Riley and Nolan and Parker, well, they made sure he was kicked out. But it was my Evelyn who encouraged everyone to just laugh it off. I adored them. Their dedication to me meant everything, more than any award. And it ended up being the best night of my life.
I guess Londra's used to people worshipping him.
Gross. Gotta pretend I look up to Londra? Yuck.
Huh. So,
Look, Aloy.
are they all...
This one is just... I have no words.
Wonderful.
Are they all brainwashed
Laundromix.
into...
Ready to ascend?
Quite.
They should be.
You must be the ones Brennick mentioned. 2 more souls chosen to leave our thankless old life behind.
Yes.
And that confirms it,
is us.
thank you.
It's Kiral, right? You were stationed on the Spark?
In my former life, yes. Just one more Marine bound to a hopeless expedition. Ugh. Enough of that. As Walter says, we must forget the past. Our suffering led us here after all. And now, the Ascension is almost upon us. This place is such a wonder, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, but it is still nothing compared to what's in the Ascension Hall.
You've been inside?
Indeed. I proved my devotion not long before you joined us. Now I wait to be taken to what lies ahead. One step closer to the Ascension.
You know what vibe I'm getting here? From Landro? I'm getting Handsome Jack from Borderlines.
You mentioned you're waiting for what lies ahead, and we're still getting up to speed, but I thought the Ascension Hall was where we needed to go.
You're not the first to fail to grasp Walter's plan for us. Now that I've seen what's in the hall, my rank is secure. But there is something more that he's offering us. I just know it. It has to be why the devoted are escorted to another place. And as soon as Zeth returns, he'll take
Borderlands?
I'm ready.
Do you have any idea where this place is?
I always say borderline.
Somewhere that brings
Because
us
they are
closer
all
to
borderline there.
To his embrace.
Borderlands. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting there.
So you've been inside the Ascension Hall. Is it as special as we think it is?
I shouldn't say. I wouldn't want to deny you the same experience I had.
Come on, Kiral. Just a hint? We're dying to know what's inside.
I'll tell you this. It's breathtaking. Like the moment Walter first appeared before our boat, but better. Prove your devotion, and you'll see.
Okay.
Well, thanks for talking with us, Kiral. We should get back to learning about Walter.
Yes, of course. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you at the Ascension.
Or not. This is just too weird.
Oh, good. This guy again.
No, let me see if I can find more loot and then we're out of here.
Come, sit with me.
Anything?
They've been feasting like Imperials. Wondrous benevolence, I bet.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, how long does this take?
I'd like to tell you a story.
Oh god.
Once, I had a home on this world with the most beautiful view of the city. Me and my wife, we used to love to sit and watch the city lights twinkle in the evening haze. It was our moment of serenity. But then, the time of ashes came. And while the heavens offered an escape, only I survived and grasped the secrets of immortality. Evelyn, everyone I ever cherished, they were gone. And I was alone. Which is why I am so glad to have met you. Soon, you and I shall spend eternity on a new world. Every sunset. Together.
I'd rather sail into another typhoon than spend an eternity with him.
Completely brainwashed. Okay, let's go.
Walter has accomplished so much.
Let's get out of here. I heard enough.
Well, if it isn't our do-gooder and the barbarian.
It all makes sense now. The time of ashes, the floods in the Great Delta. We've been trapped in a cycle of destruction, but soon we'll have a new world.
It's quite a promise. And now that you've proved your devotion, you're ready for what comes next. Szeth will lead you there as soon as he returns.
Oh goody!
Not so fast. Your good deed in the wilds may have gotten you this far, but you'll get no special treatment here. Walter himself granted me the privilege of guarding the Ascension Hall. So until you complete your review and learn the words of attainment, this door remains shut. No exceptions.
Okay, we will be back later then.
That was a waste of time.
Sounds like we're supposed to pass some kind of laundry devotion test.
But who knows how long we have before this Szeth guy gets back. There's gotta be a faster way to learn whatever the words of attainment are. Let's take a look around.
Don't think the words were in those Laundra holograms we watched.
They might help with talking to the others.
Hard to believe we're about to ascend. I'll get us a drink. In the meantime, remember what Walter said about embracing the future.
Seems like you don't really share your friend's excitement about all this.
I should be more excited, shouldn't I?
Yep. Of course.
It's okay to question things.
Lon was thrilled when we got into the Ascension Hall.
he can't wait to see where we'll be taken next. But I'm worried that all this is too good
Hi,
to be true.
Jolly.
So why don't you just leave?
I can't abandon him. We've been through everything together. Our missions, the typhoon, the shipwreck. And soon, the ascension, I guess.
Seems like most of the clan are more than happy to follow Londra. So why not you?
At first, I wanted to believe. I mean, everything he told us felt like it filled an emptiness, like maybe I'd finally found somewhere to belong. Then I remembered how the boards back home would tell us to follow the virtues of the legacy, to be good and honest. And then they dragged my father away for speaking out against an imperial decree. I'm not sure it's any different here. Walter might be a living ancestor, but with a cudgel like Zeth to do his bidding, his kindness is just as conditional as the Empire's.
As far as anyone at your settlement knows, you went out into the wilds and vanished. How did you end up here?
Lon and I were part of a scouting mission to the mainland, but things went bad fast. We were lost and starving, our boat was wrecked, and then Walter found our camp. A living ancestor, emerging from the wilds to tell us we'd been chosen, that we were safe. It was easy to embrace. Everyone here has a similar story.
Why didn't anyone send word to us?
Not everyone is chosen. Walter says we must leave our old lives behind if we're going to ascend. Nobody questioned it. But I should have.
You said Lon can't wait to see where you're headed next. Do you know what you'll find there?
I imagine it'll be another kind of test, like here. Once you've been in the Ascension Hall, you're taken there by Zeth. He and his troops are the only ones who ever come back.
Everyone keeps mentioning him. I get the feeling he's not really a friendly guy.
As friendly as a Fireclaw.
Oh.
But it's not just him. The soldiers that follow him are like that too. I guess they know they can do as they like, now that they don't answer to the Admiral or compliance.
You're right to be skeptical of all this. Londra is up to something. We need to get into the Ascension Hall to figure out what. And to do that, we need the words of attainment.
I don't want to stir up any trouble. When Zeth comes back, he'll figure out that I told you.
Does it have something to do with one of those Londra displays?
This is important, Otosu. A lot of lives are at stake.
It's related to what Walter said he valued most about his friends.
Well, that's not hard to figure out. Londra likes being the center of attention.
No, that's not it at all.
What?
This was a bad idea. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Hey, it'll be okay. I promise.
I'm sorry, I can't. Now, please, just leave me alone.
Apparently his Fireclaw is also a big teddy bear.
Don't think we'll be able to convince him to help us again. Maybe we should study up on Londra before we talk to anyone else.
Walter's new world will be truly wonderful.
Okay, well, you again.
Did you need something else?
Look, Kirol, we need your help. You said that the Ascension is almost here. Seika and I are trying to prove our devotion as fast as we can.
But we're running out of time. We need to get into the Ascension Hall.
But the only way to learn the words of attainment is to pass your devotion review.
Unless you help us out. We're a lot like you. We've suffered so much until now. Storms, shipwrecks, hunter-killer machines. We don't want to go back to that.
Well, we should all embrace his light. Perhaps even with a helping hand. Okay. It's kind kind of what Walter said when he sat with us and told us his story about where eternity lies.
It's on a new world, right? As part of the Ascension?
Exactly. You understand him so
Yay.
well. But I don't know. I really shouldn't be breaking protocol.
Oh, stop it.
Please, Corral.
Stop talking.
We don't want to live in
No,
a world
start
without
talking.
Walter.
Okay, I'll tell you. Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
Thanks. We owe you one.
There you go.
Glad to have helped. May you embrace his light.
Okay. Now, let's get out of here.
Well, we got our words of attainment. Rennick should let us into the Ascension Hall.
I already told you. No one's getting past me without the words of attainment.
Oh, we know the words. Seika.
Oh, no. You should have the honor, Aloy.
Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
No one's ever passed their devotion review so quickly.
Yeah, shut up, open the door.
Well, we did, so will you get out of the way now?
I don't know how much more of Londra I can take.
Yeah, let's see what he's really up to.
Oh, goody. You were 100%ing the frozen wilds. You dropped difficulty to story before trying to hunting trials again. The difference to normal was huge. Yeah.
All this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah.
But it only took a second or two from ice.
Sure.
Something on your minds?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all.
So the Fireclaw
Another
were
one.
your friends then?
Let's see where it leads.
They practically were metal teddy bears.
Londra's really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
Londra's building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look.
The clouds. They're not real. It's all an illusion.
I'd say. Oh boy. Oh no! Wrong way! My goodness.
My focus. What's that sound?
Somebody.
It's a warning, I think. For radiation. Something toxic. It should be safe enough for now, but I'd better check out the ship.
Okay. Tell me what you find.
Oh, I find interesting things down there.
Storage. For Londra's followers? That can't be enough space for all of them. MSP again. What does that mean?
My special pupils.
The source of the radiation. That's why he grabbed data from that old prototype at his headquarters. It must be how I'll get the lift he needs.
He's silly personnel. Nice.
Londra's got the Horus's printer working again. To build the ship.
Microsoft PowerPoint. Well, that would be MSPP, right? So it would be more like Microsoft Point or Microsoft Power.
Well,
I've seen enough.
what's going on with that ship?
Nothing good.
I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint, for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Uh-oh.
Everyone will get sick and die.
Yep.
There's still something I don't get. Why would Londra do all of this just to get off this world? Oh, this again. You're still not telling me everything. My people are the ones that are caught up in all this. My sister. I deserve to know.
Well, she's not wrong.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Yeah-oh.
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Londra gave him a new toy.
That is a lot of people.
Zeth got this whole place on lockdown. Maybe there's a way to shut it off.
And look for something to open.
Pain subsiding.
Stop! It doesn't have to be this way!
I don't think they're listening, Seika.
Okay. Cool. Search way to disable the lockdown.
They fight like a pack of angry scrappers.
Wait, what are you doing, Anna? Whoa, hey!
Marines! Don't hold down!
No way up there. Gotta disable the lockdown.
And how am I going to do that?
These guys don't let up. It might lift the lockdown. It's wired to 2 more nodes. I gotta keep looking.
What do you think you're doing? Stop her!
lockdown.
Okay, let me. Yeah.
Get back!
Hey. When I say leave me alone, I mean leave me alone.
Got it.
Your tricks won't save you.
Okay, so where is the last one?
Think you can take me? Strike harder!
Now to get the stacks.
Got him in my sights! We've got to covering fire now!
Okay.
Been waiting for this.
Don't let them through!
Lining up and stuff. I knew some of those Marines. They didn't even hesitate to attack. Yeah, there's something off about them. But for now, we focus on Zeth.
Come on, face me!
Okay. Just in case, wanting to have everything taught.
One down! Now for the barbarian!
Come on. Pull yourself together. Come on out, Zeth.
I'll enjoy crushing you both!
Nice to meet you too.
Better run!
Wasn't enough.
I didn't top that one up. There you go. And how do we feel about some fire? Okay, fire doesn't do anything to you.
This one's gonna hurt!
Ow! Can you take that target off my butt?
Try and flee!
What do you think I'm doing here?
I am the hand of Walter!
Hey! Oh, come on! How are you doing this?
Stop that from here!
It for you! Seika, pathetic as always! They're coming!
This target on my bum is getting on my nerves.
Where have you been taking the rest of our people?
Answer her question.
He takes the devoted to his park on the southern peninsula. But you'll never reach it. The tower there is positioned to ward off any approach.
And my sister is there?
She was in the final group. I'm not supposed to bring any more over.
But Walter promised the Ascension to everyone who proves themselves. I don't understand.
Well, don't you look silly now.
Londra's been using you to get what he wants. Let's face it, you're an easy mark. Too blinded by your own ego to see the truth.
Well, you just flipped his world upside down.
Just give me a straight answer. Why does Londra want to leave?
Aloy, tell her.
Something is coming to Earth.
That doesn't help. Be more specific.
It destroyed the world that Londra fled, and it wants to do the same thing here.
Destroy the world? What could possibly do that?
It's called Nemesis. It's like a machine, sort of. But it's more powerful than anything you or I have ever faced. That's why Londra's building this ship. He's doing everything in his power to leave before it gets here. And I guess he wants to take some Quen with him, too. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but there's still hope.
If you say so.
Seika.
There's a beach on the southeast coast of the island where we took down the first tower. That's probably the closest we'll get to Londra's park.
No, you can't.
I should probably report back to the Admiral. Tell him...
No shenanigans.
something about what we found here.
Okay. I'll meet you at the beach then. That was bad. That was really bad. Seika, she seemed so lost. Why do I feel like that too? How do I fix this? For now, I'd better take a look at that Zenith weapon.
You can fix that by loot. Yep, that always helps. Although I think we're pretty good. Oh, I haven't checked our shenanigans. I haven't checked. If that would be the case,
Stuff for the stash.
then I hope that they go back more to the roots of Zero Dawn instead of continuing in this fashion. Yeah, more back to the first game. Yeah, oops. And those two, and then we take a look at that weapon. There we go.
I think I can turn this into something I can use. There. I should test it out when I get back outside. Better check on the rest of the Quinn on my way out, too.
You have a new weapon in your inventory. This Spectre Gauntlet is a powerful and flexible weapon. In sharp barrage mode, you can fire homing projectiles at targets that you have placed a designator on. This was why we had the mark on our bomb. Designators are fired with the middle mouse button and consume weapon stone. Ugh. Convenient.
Launcher's worse than the other Zeniths. Willing to irradiate thousands so long as he survives. Seika and I have to find a way to stop him. Once I make things right with her.
Corruptors. Aloy, I wonder, when do you start talking in a full sentence again?
I guess Brennick spread the word to the rest of the people here. That Laundry doesn't care about them. I must be pretty confused.
Everyone, please, remain calm.
It seems like the Quinn have some thinking to do. I hope they figure it out and head back to Fleet's End. But I gotta meet up with Seika. Talk things out with her. Make sure we're okay.
Where do you think I'm going? Seriously? Oh. I am oh boy. Maybe there? Is Aloy liking Sakia? I don't know. You never know with Aloy, that's the thing. Sometimes it's very obvious that she's liking someone but has the whole world on her shoulders, so things don't work out, and sometimes it's you don't know until the end. And when it is too late, of course. I wanted to see about this one.
Frost will make it real.
Don't come too close. I need to get up that road somehow. How though? Good talk. Okay, cool. Let's go. I needed to... What the hell? What kind of boogie is that? Okay, let me guess. There's no way to go up this way. Oh, there is. Oh, good. Up, 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 up. Just to find out that we needed to go in the complete other direction. Don't like a dreadwing. What the hell is a dreadwing? On the other hand, I'm fairly certain I don't really want to know what they are. Or are they these pterodactyl thingamajigs? No, that's a sunbeam.
Okay then.
Shuru. You're an apex. Oh my god, you're a dreadwing. You're a bat. Fire. Okay. Ew. What? Sure, you can become invisible. Jesus. Okay. That thing is weird here. I suppose I need to upgrade it. Okay, where was I supposed to go? Meet Seika at the beach. Yes. Well, on the other on other news, good thing is now we actually know what a dreadwing is.
Refill my pack with these later.
It's a bat. A big boy bat. Ooh.
Here.
Check on AO3 how many ships they have?
Hard to believe all this might just end.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad about just dropping that on you.
At least you were honest.
You were asking for it, my dear.
Because I haven't been honest with you. Those paintings we saw in Launder's old building, I recognize the style. My sister painted them. She's one of them. One of his followers. I wanted to hide it from you. Or hide it from myself, maybe. She's gone. I've lost her.
There's a lot of head movement
I feel like I've lost my tribe, too. Now you tell me that the world is ending? What am I supposed to do with all that?
Seika.
What's the point?
Seika, I completely understand why you wouldn't tell me that. It's okay. But your sister? Your people? They are a part of you. Nothing can change that. You have to fight for them. To save them from Londra, but maybe even to save them from themselves, and you will. That's just you. That's part of what makes you... great.
Well, that was convincing.
You don't have to do it alone, okay? I will help you, I promise. Oh.
Okay.
We need to find a way onto that peninsula.
The currents are too strong for swimming.
Yeah. And if we fly or take your skiff, that tower will knock us out.
I was thinking, there's a machine that can fly and dive below the surface. The water wing.
A water wing?
I thought you said the towers blasted a bunch of them out of the sky.
Yeah. But if we were riding one, maybe we could do better.
What is a water wing?
Time our dives to duck below shots from the tower.
Flying manta
Can
ray?
that spear of yours tame one?
No. Not yet, at least. Are there any water wings left? Do you think you could find one?
There have been a few sightings since we took down the first tower. I could ask around the settlement.
Okay, let me know when you have a lead. In the meantime, I'll work on the override.
Gotta admit, I'm not exactly looking forward to the ride.
Seika seems better. Good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Can't get distracted from the task at hand. Gonna need some support for this one. Hey, Beta?
No.
I need your help. Do you think you and Gaia can modify my Sunwing override to work on water wings? The two machines do share a lot of similar code. We might be able to patch together a software update at the fabrication terminal. But we'll need some data from a water wing's ballast regulator and an intact wing membrane. On it. Guy and I will prep everything here in the meantime. Stay safe. Seika mentioned there used to be water wings near Fleet's End. The Zenith Tower we took down blasted them out of the sky, so I should be able to dive for the parts.
Okay. And that is where we are going to continue tomorrow. Your favorite word starting with a T. Yep. Alright. My dear gremlins, thank you so much for hanging out today. And for the subs and resubs, I appreciate you. All of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Snack. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. We all know the snacks. Alright, as always, come on over to the Discord if you haven't, or on X, follow so you can actually see what's going on at some point. News and all that, right? Or head on over to YouTube. Not your tube. That sounds completely wrong. YouTube. That's better. There you go. And there the Star Wars playthrough has started. The first videos will be released tomorrow. So take a look there. Be prepared. Yeehaw. And I hope I see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy whatever you are about to do. And I am out of here. Bye-bye.